In just under 2 hours, I have my Hyrox competition and I'm in Seoul, South Korea. I'm making my way there now and it's about a 20-minute drive. So once I'm there, it's a warm-up and time to get into it. So the Uber ride there is 20 minutes, whereas yesterday it was 40 minutes. So we're going to have plenty of time to warm up, which is great because the past mistakes I've made my last two Hyroxes is I have not warmed up. I think in Perth, my heart rate within the first 2 minutes was like under 100 and shot straight up to like 180. I was not warmed up at either of them races and I felt it right away. And I think it's a massive mistake a lot of us make. Yeah, especially me on these last two, so should get a great warm-up in this morning, which will be great and much needed. I've also got a client over here competing in the exact same race an hour after me, and pretty much all the advice I'm giving him, I've just got to follow myself. I always give out the good advice, I just don't take it in sometimes. As they say, do as I say, not as I do, right? Yeah. We've just arrived at the exhibition centre where Hyrox is held. We've got about a 5-minute walk there. Got the Gangnam hand thing, so if you remember the song Gangnam Style, that statue's for that song. Every year in Seoul they do the dance or something, there's like a Gangnam Day. So I think Emma wants to go to Starbucks, get a coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I'll stick to my pre-workout and then it'll be warm-up time. Quick recommendation is if you're ever at Hyrox, make sure you check in the day before and not on the day. The line is usually a lot longer, so that one's not too bad. But as you've seen yesterday, there was literally no line in the pre-check-in. Just before I went out to race last time, I forgot to write the number on my arm. So made sure I got that done this time, nice and early, because the judge or whatever was not happy with me last time. Most importantly, first thing I'm doing, scoping out the competition. So the second most important thing is put these on. Third most important, start the warm-up, which will be dynamic stretches to start with. Then once I'm inside, it will lead into getting the heart rate up, blood flowing a bit more on the machines, the cardio equipment. After that, I'll get into some more weighted stuff and just whatever joints I'm using. So for example, sled pull, I'm going to be pulling a lot using the elbow joints, shoulder joints. Leg stuff, obviously knee, hips, I'm just going to warm all them up through movements like squats, maybe even some curls or something. Definitely some curls to keep the biceps pumped. That's probably one of the most important things of the day, biceps pumped. So yeah, put these on, get the warm up started and we'll go from there. Part one down, time to get some dynamic movements going soon. We're about 30 minutes from the start point now. Just finishing up these stretches, then I'll go to the warm up area to get the main part of the warm-up in. We're inside the venue now. Warm-up area's just here. Time for me to get warmed up and ready to go. Starting on the easy stuff, heart rate up slowly. About 20 minutes to go. So the first wave just went then, literally 30 seconds ago. Everyone was getting about them, got the energy up a bit here, so I'm even more excited now to start. I'm the third heat of the day.
And just like that, the race was started. At the start of lap 1, I was feeling strong and the warm-up certainly helped. By the end of the run, I was actually feeling pretty good at this point too. The heart rate was around 160, I think, so not too bad here. When I got into the ski erg, I was around about halfway down the pack, if not closer to the end, which is obviously always a crap feeling, but I just kept telling myself I am pacing for a reason. Ski erg for me is one of the stronger things. I think I ended up coming 4th in this station with a time of about 3 minutes 52, including the transition in and out. So a really strong time here, and it set me up well for the run to come, overtaking a few people in the process. Run 2 certainly felt the extra distance here compared to run 1. By the time I was onto the sled push, I honestly felt like a superhero. The sled just flew by and everything felt easy here. Almost too easy, and I had to tell myself just to calm down a little bit and not go too fast. I think I ended up coming second or third in this one, so again, a very strong station. Heading into run 3, this one's always tough after the sled push. Anyone who's done a Hyrox knows your quads especially hate you after this one. But we got it down and was roughly the same time as run 2, sitting a bit under 5 minutes. So a little bit slower than I thought I'd do. Then it was time for sled pull, and this was a little bit of a headache here. I actually got the rope wrapped around someone else. I started pulling their sled, and then somehow my rope came unclipped at one point. But this is a really strong station for me, and I ended up coming first overall here, despite the little issues I was having. Run 4 was pretty consistent, but I started pushing towards the 5 minute mark, which is obviously not ideal. And coming into this Hyrox, the goal was at least 4:40. So having the laps this long was not ideal for my goal time. Coming into burpees, I was pretty nervous. This is my least favourite workout, and I absolutely suck at them. But as I was doing it, I honestly felt really good. I thought I only spent about 2 minutes at this station, and I was absolutely flying through them. But after the race, I looked at the time, and these were close to 5 minutes, which was not ideal. But thankfully, I did have a lot of energy afterwards, and in the past, they usually blow me up. Run 5 was 4 minutes 57 again, so the exact same as run 4, which is, I guess, good to see the paces are the exact same, but again, a little bit slower than I'd like. The row station, another strong one for me, so I was in here for about 4 minutes overall and let the heart rate get back down. I managed to come second in this one overall, so really strong here, which is good and helped me get back on track. Run 6, a little bit faster than the last couple of laps, but still around that 4:50 mark. Coming into farmers, I felt really strong here. I think I got a time of 1 minute 20, so really fast, and I'm pretty sure I was in the top 10 for this one, so another strong one for me here. Run 7, got a little bit faster again, getting it closer to the 4 minutes 40 mark, sitting a little bit over, and I was feeling good coming into the lunges. My lunge time was 3 minutes, which is a decent time, but I do think there was a little bit of a problem with the recording on this one, because I know a few people who got a really quick time to lunge, but a long time in the rock zone at this area. So I think mine recorded correctly, which is fine because the overall time obviously doesn't change. Coming into run 8, I was actually feeling good even though I smashed out 100 metres of lunges. Tried to pick it up a little bit. This lap is a little bit longer too, just over 5 minutes here, which sucks, but that's okay. So coming into the wall balls, all I was telling myself was this is the last thing and then you get to rest. So put everything you have into it, don't stop, and well, that was the plan, not stop and just give it my absolute all. So I felt really strong here, ended up getting a time of 3:15 and getting the 100 unbroken, which is always a good feeling to get a Red Bull patch, and I won this event overall. So I sprinted my way over the line and ended up with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes and 48 seconds, which is a 2-minute PB for me. I was happy with the time because I gave it everything I had on the day. So all in all, got a PB, and I think 5 or 6 of the workouts were all in the top 4 out of all the males who competed on the day, which is over 700. So really happy with the workouts there. If I can work on the running, I think I can get that time down a lot. So now for me, it's time to recover and get some food into me.
Just after the library and lunch, and there's a rower competition going on. You got a minute and you got to try and get your max distance in 1 minute, so I'm going to give this a go. I got no idea how I'll go. Hopefully I beat it. I'm feeling cooked from Hyrox, but I'm confident. I might need to stand on it.
What's your name?
Jackson. Lunch is about to come up.
So we've got to do the wipe off and put
Thank you. My girlfriend's roped me in, plus the worker, into doing the ski erg now. No one's done the ski erg, so I'm going to set the example, hopefully the record. Well, yes, it's going to be the record because I'm first one. And hopefully no one beats this one either.
What are you going for?
light work. So after Hyrox, we got lunch and it was Thai. Ate a lot. I was very full afterwards and we didn't actually finish all the food. After that, we sort of just walked around the mall a little bit and we went back to our friend's hotel room, just chilled, played some games and whatever. And now, after an Uber ride back, which took way longer than it should have, we are about to get tea. It is 7:30 at night and we're just going to head to a convenience store. Probably just going to get some protein because, like I said, I'm not that hungry. I do have relays tomorrow, so I should probably get carbohydrates. But like I said, not hungry. So just some protein from here, I reckon. Maybe some carbs, I don't know. I'll see what happens when we get inside. We're here now, so let's have a look. I've got dinner here, mostly protein, a couple protein drinks, chocolate and an oat one, I believe. Sandwiches, egg, they do great eggs here. Also more eggs, because I love the eggs. Beef jerky, soft jerky, and 2 chicken breasts. Emma has also got some Oreos, so give the Oreos a taste test. Sandwich cookies, mint choco. I forget how good mint is. Good, but just an Oreo. Tastes like cereal. It's a type of cereal, I forgot the name of it, but that is exactly what it tastes like. Chocolate. I'd tell you the brand, but I can't read Korean. Tastes like any cheap protein drink, that one. Beef jerky. A bag within a bag. That is really soft jerky. I was thinking it was more dried out soft jerky, but kind of feels, I don't know, a bit too soft for me. Nice flavour, just a little bit too soft. Sandwiches. Looks very good. I'm sure it's been sitting there all day though. Like I said, eggs here are really good. Really good flavour. Eggs are super creamy. Good taste. Bread's just a tad stale, but I'm sure, like I said, it's been sitting there all day. I don't think I've got a fork or a spoon, so probably not even gonna eat these tonight. And some chicken breast to finish. So this one is a chicken breast. I think you're meant to warm these up, but I couldn't care less. It's drier than the usual chicken breast I get here. I find the chicken breast in the convenience stores are normally really juicy and tender. That one's a little bit drier, but it does have the charcoal flavour, so I like that about it. So that is my random ass dinner, and obviously Gatorade to wash it down. And I'm absolutely cooked because Hyrox took it out of me, and I didn't realise how cooked I was until the adrenaline and caffeine wore off. So I'm just going to go to bed now because I have a relay race tomorrow too. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up and come back to watch my next video where I will, not sure what I'll do.